All right, so the big breaking news this morning, WNBA star Brittney Griner has been released from Russian prison after nearly a 10-month stint over there. President Joe Biden announcing he had brokered the deal. We got her in a prisoner exchange. I'm going to break down this trade. Really wasn't a great trade for us. First and foremost, it's fantastic she's coming home, but we got fleeced on this one. This was Herschel Walker 2.0. Not a good move for us, but Cowboys superstar pass rusher Micah Parsons drew the ire of the mob on the internet after he commented on the whole situation, and then he had to walk back those comments like a coward. I'm going to break down everything going on with the story, give you my 2 cents on the whole situation, but if you could first, drop a quick like on that video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. New videos every single weekday, but let's get into it. All right, so President Biden this morning announced he was getting the release of WNBA player Brittney Griner after nearly 10 months in a Russian prison. First of all, that's great. It's good that she's coming back home, but let's be real with this trade here. It was a 1-for-1 prisoner exchange, and we released and gave them back a guy who's called the Merchant of Death. Like, holy shit. Like, really? This guy inspired Nicolas Cage's character in The Lord of War. Absolutely insane. We're getting fleeced on this one, folks. Brittney Griner, WNBA player. She's an American citizen. We got to get her home. But I don't know if we got the trade value necessary. This feels like a cap dump for me. But we know Russia isn't going to put up with this nonsense. They weren't willing to work things out. There was another American Marine we were trying to also get back, but Russia wasn't having it. Now, did Griner frick around and find out? Probably. Did she probably bring weed into her cartridge into Russia? Yeah, you don't mess around with Russia. We see how bad that shit is. Was she a political prisoner because of everything going on over there? Absolutely. But it was a whole bad situation. It's good she's coming home. But man, you really wish we could have got more for this trade. But Micah Parsons is really who got into it. So President Biden released this tweet speaking with Brittney Griner's wife. She's coming home. She's on her way back. And Micah Parsons says, "We're still not voting for you." And this kind of got everybody a little spiced up. Like, uh-oh, Micah, what's that mean? But his big one was he commented on a tweet talking about Victor Bout, the man who was released, and said, we left a Marine? Hell nah. And this is what blew everything up. Everybody freaked out about this. I don't think this was the worst thing. I obviously can get why he's upset. He's probably not fully informed on everything going on with this situation, but still, he says he's got a lot of family members in the service. He's a big supporter of the armed services. I get why his initial reaction would be. He didn't say anything bad about this. It's good that Brittney Griner's home. I don't take this personally that he was attacking like, no, we should have left Brittney Griner over there. I think he was just saying, really, like, WNBA player, Marine, I don't know. That's just his priorities, especially for this guy. I mean, this guy we let go is something else. Like, he looks like an evil villain. I'm not going to lie. But then Micah walked back those tweets. Absolutely kind of a coward, honestly. Wasn't great. He said, "My last tweet was no shot at Brittney Griner. I'm super happy she's back home, and she should be. I just have family who served, and it's crazy to me that the president wouldn't bring him home too. I'm the furthest thing from a Trump supporter, but I'm not a fan of Biden either." I like how you have to cover your bases. We're in the day and age where you can't even, like, you have to say this like, hey, I didn't vote for Trump. Like, that's the instant bugaboo over here. But I get it. That's how the mob works. But he broke rule 1. He should never apologize for the mob because they're going to keep coming after him. I mean, he released this one. I just spoke to some people that I respect and trust, i.e. his PR department and all his managers or whatever said, hey, you can't say this shit. You're going to get canceled. He said, I should have been more educated on the topic and not tweeted out of emotion for my family and others who have served. For that, I apologize. Also, if what I'm told about the attempts to bring Ret Marine Paul Whelan home are true, then the best outcome was accomplished. Okay, yes, it was broke. It was talked about that we were trying to get a 2-for-1, and I think that would have been a fair trade. Now, Russia's saying Home Slice over there is a spy, so maybe they didn't view that as a fair trade. But still, I mean, the guy we're letting go, this is like a first overall draft pick. We're letting the tops of the tops. This is your franchise top-tier quarterback we were letting go. So we're kind of getting screwed on this trade, but I guess it was only a matter of time. They kind of had to get Brittney Griner home. The administration needed some W's, and this is a W for them. Everybody's happy. I would say most people are happy that she's coming home. But he said, I pray Mr. Whelan comes home, but I'm extremely happy for Brittney and her family. I'm not too prideful to admit when I've made a mistake. Okay, Micah, you didn't make a mistake. You're worried about your brand deals. Dude, don't ever give in to the mob. You didn't say anything crazy. You didn't say, wait, we're trading Brittney and not for him, like, dude, I don't think this was a shot. If people want to look into it like that, that's fine. But Boomer Esiason, former Bengals quarterback, kind of a guy who's around CBS Sports covering the NFL. He tweeted out, he was commenting, I think he was said on the radio, I'm telling you, more people feel that way than they don't. I can tell you right now, I know that we're all happy that Brittney is home, like we said earlier, but when you think about the magnitude of what we traded to get back, a WNBA professional athlete and left a Marine sitting there whose family has been trying to get him home out of there for nothing from the U.S. government. I mean, he's been there for 3 years, 4 years. So I get it. People are frustrated. They see like, why is she more important than this guy? Because she's a celebrity kind of that people know about her. And she did, you know, she fucked around and found out, honestly, at this point. You don't mess around over in Russia. That's besides the point. But Twitter stays undefeated on this. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Talking about, we originally tried to send over Baker Mayfield to get her back, but Russia wouldn't take Baker Mayfield. Awesome. Awesome stuff. They were cooking Micah Parsons on this, called him Pass Rush Limbaugh and MAGA Parsons. Really funny. I think it's not correct, but it's really funny because the internet is unbelievable. And then this one, this is a great one. Victor Bout arriving in Russia after getting traded for Brittney Griner. That's the old Lord Merchant of Death over here, the Drewski video. He's getting hyped. God, the internet is so good. I mean, here's a picture of him. I know Darren Rovell had a picture of him. I mean, this guy was found guilty of conspiring to sell millions of dollars of weapons to terrorists in Colombia to help them kill Americans. Less than ideal. Where's this? I know Rovell tweeted out a picture of this guy here. I thought he did. Come on, Rovell. He must have deleted it. He had some evil-looking guy over here earlier. Anyway, it was a suspect-looking guy. This guy looks evil as shit. It was hilarious. But the internet, there you go. There's a nice picture of him. Look at this guy. This guy looks like a pure terror. I mean, good God. But anyway, it's good that Brittney Griner is finally coming home. She was completely a political prisoner. Now, let's see how things react. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about her stances on the flag and the national anthem. Maybe that'll change for her. Maybe not. We did get her back home. Well, that's good. But I still think it was really dumb for Micah to make those statements, walking it back. He was just looking out for endorsements, but you're never pure enough for the mob. They're going to come for you if they want to. The best way to handle this is to say nothing. And you know what? Mike is having a fantastic year. He's probably going to win Defensive Player in the Year. What is he going to do? What are the Cowboys going to do? They're going to bench him? They're not going to do shit. They need to sign him. The Cowboys are terrible if Micah's not playing. Let's be real here. He's the best player on that team, and he makes that defense go. No Micah, no good defense. No Super Bowl aspirations for this Cowboys team. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should Micah have walked those comments back? Was he out of line for what he said? Is it good that we're getting Brittney Griner back home? How bad did we get fleeced on this deal? What are you giving this trade for us? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.